Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex and this is Current Events in 10 Minutes. If this is your first time with us, what we like to do on this channel, we go over different current events that are happening around the world and we simplify it and make it a little bit easy to understand. This is an advanced English language video, and here we are going to focus very heavily on listening and speaking. Like always, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section below and we do try to answer as many as possible. Without any further ado, let's get on with today's current event. Okay, let's get started with current events. So what I will do is read these articles fairly slowly, and I want you to listen for the intonation and pronunciation. This will really help your speaking and listening. I have 5 articles that I'm going to go over. We do have this information embedded in the link below. So if you want to go and read the full website where you can find all this information, it is connected in the link below. Or you can just watch this video a couple times so you can get some great practice on listening and speaking. And the first story that we have for you is regarding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The first 3 episodes of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix documentary didn't ruffle too many feathers at Buckingham Palace. But the Duke and Duchess of Sussex upped the ante in episode 4, 5, and 6, detailing how jealousy, betrayal, and the palace's refusal to protect Markle from the rabid press increasingly led to an untenable situation that, they say, ultimately forced their hand. The second installment of Harry and Meghan went live Thursday, offering a deeply personal and sometimes shocking account of how the couple's relationship with the royal family began to circle the drain following their 2018 wedding, eventually causing them to step down as working members of the royal institution and leave for the United States. Harry, in particular, levied some pretty serious accusations against his brother, Prince William, father, King Charles III, as well as the palace's press offices, detailing animosity among the senior-most members of the family and how his wife suffered most as a result. Now, if you guys are familiar with the royal family, this is a very interesting situation. You have an outsider who's not from England, who's actually from America, Meghan Markle, marry into the royal family. And me personally, and I'm sure a lot of you think there as well, one of the biggest reasons, probably one of the main reasons they really don't like her is she is mixed ethnicity, which means she is half black and actually half white. Moving on to the next story, Elon Musk. Elon Musk's Twitter faced backlash from the European Union, the United Nations, and Amnesty International on Friday after the social media platform suspended at least 5 journalists over claims they revealed his personal information. United Nations spokesperson Stephanie Dujarric said at the briefing Friday that the agency is disturbed by the suspension of the journalists. Media voices should not be silenced on platforms that are recognized as a place for freedom of speech, Dujarric told reporters. From our standpoint, the move sets a dangerous precedent at a time when journalists all over the world are facing censorship, physical threats, and even worse. When asked at the briefing if the UN will reconsider getting involved further with the Twitter company, the spokesperson said they are monitoring day-to-day developments. Now, this is actually a really interesting story. It's quite a long article, so I'm just giving you kind of the bullet points or the main important part. But basically, somebody hacked Twitter and they got Elon Musk's airplane location, and it really, really scared him. So here you have Elon Musk, who set up his whole persona or his personality saying he's going to take over Twitter and he's going to clean it up and give free speech. And now Elon Musk is trying to censor the exact thing that he wanted to be open. This is a really interesting article. Again, it's quite long, but this is kind of the most important part of the information. Our next story comes out of Peru. Thousands of tourists stranded near Machu Picchu amid unrest in Peru. A state of emergency in Peru has left thousands of foreign tourists stranded since Wednesday near the idyllic ancient city of Machu Picchu. The December arrest of the country's former president, Pedro Castro, caused chaos in Peru and triggered ongoing political protests. As a result, train lines, roads, and airports have been closed, preventing tourists from many nationalities of leaving the area around Machu Picchu, Radio France International said. On Friday, international news agency France Presse reported 5,000 tourists were stranded in Cusco, the gateway city to Machu Picchu. Our next story is coming about our favorite, or some people's favorite app out there, dancing app out there, TikTok. Jordan bans TikTok, blames app for inciting violence and disorder amid protests. Amon Jordan on Friday announced it was imposing a temporary ban on the social media platform TikTok, a day after a police officer was killed during clashes with protesters that broke out over high fuel prices. Truck drivers launched a strike last week to protest high fuel prices in the Arab Kingdom. The strike and protests have spread to several cities across Jordan. Clashes erupted in multiple cities on Thursday, with police using tear gas to disperse them. Videos from the strike and protests flooded TikTok, and Jordan's Public Security Directorate said Friday it was suspending the popular short-form video application after its misuse and failing to deal with the publication inciting violence and disorder. And our last report here is coming out of the country of rising sun, meaning Japan. Japan plans military buildup as China-Russia stoke war fears. Japan on Friday unveiled its biggest military buildup since the Second World War, with US $320 billion plan that will buy missiles capable of striking China and ready it for sustained conflict as regional tensions and Russia-Ukraine invasion stoke war fears. The sweeping 5-year plan, once unthinkable in passive Japan, will make the country the world's third biggest military spender after the United States and China, based on current budgets. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, who described Japan and its people as being at a turning point in history, said the ramp-up was my answer to the various security challenges that we face. Okay, thank you for listening to Current Events in 10 Minutes, and I will see you next Saturday. Aloha.